Hey, welcome back. It is a fantastic Friday, not only because we're in Atlantic City in the Garden State, but it's also fantastic when we take the whole team on the road. It's a road trip, so all kinds of craziness happens here. And if you want to see all the craziness that happens behind the scenes, you got to tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern to the best shots of Liquid Lunch. That's all the stuff you missed during the week and all the behind the scenes and that craziness, okay? But it's also a fantastic Friday because some jobs numbers came out today, plus another 225,000 jobs. Great for those in the workforce looking to get into the workforce. Well, we've been talking about the retirement gap. The 10,000 people turning 65 every single day with about 2 years worth of savings and about 20 years to live. And as you know, full disclosure, I'm a shareholder in InvestView. I'm the Chief Digital Officer. This is not a solicitation to buy stock, but you might want to hear what's going on with Apex, InvestView's new product. And joining me today is Marc Chao. He's the Director of Technology for SAFETek, subsidiary of InvestView. And the brains of the operation, Jeremy Roma here. He's the president of SAFETek. Jeremy, I joined InvestView when Mario Romano, my good friend, and Net Rayner told me about all the great things you guys were doing with data mining and the whole Apex program. As you know, right here on the show, I've been trying to educate my viewers on how Apex can be a way that they can diversify their qualified investments and get some passive income. You tell them, because you know this stuff best. What is happening here?
Yeah, it's exciting. I think owning hard assets is a great decision for many people right now. The ability to earn passive income from assets. And so we created a model where you can actually own technology hardware, for a lack of better words, high-powered computer systems that we're able to leverage and utilize in our data centers for many different things, from computational mining, in the digital currency and blockchain space, to data mining and AI rendering, and there's a massive moving market there. And we've got a strategy from front-end solutions for major companies to provide the necessary algorithms and process to set them up to maximize the value of their data, to actively participating in the market today. And so we're able to take this hardware and 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it's working. It's an asset that is working for us. And our arrangement with the customers is you purchase the Apex package, SAFETek, our technology company, leases that hardware from you for 60 months. So you get a fixed passive income through a lease with some exciting asset returns, and it's a great program.
So Jeremy, I said you're the brains of the operation,
but
but you're the face of the operation.
That's it.
He's the brains of the operation, and that makes sense. Marc Chao's the Director of Technology. Marc, you do all the stuff behind the scenes that makes this guy look good when he goes out and talks about how great the Apex program is. But how revolutionary is this to allow retail investors and now even institutional investors to get involved in, I call, the new economy, data mining, crypto mining, etc. What's behind it? How much work do you have to do to make him look good?
So pretty much I just code every day, and just like a coding monkey. That's pretty much what I do, and that's the key stuff. So my core, I'm a software engineer. So we believe scientific. We believe algorithm, we believe software can change the world. Yeah.
So I talk to my audience on Tuesdays, sometimes I do Tech Tuesdays. I try to keep my audience aware of how they can get hacked, how they can get hurt, how their data is being stolen, right? I try to inform them that there are ways through companies like Data Vault, who's always on our show, Nate, and but this is a way where people who are saying, I want to diversify, I want to get some crypto, I want to get some of this new data economy going, but they don't have to take the full plunge, right? You buy a piece of equipment for 15 grand. Yep. This piece of equipment pays you $500 a month in passive income for the next 5 years, right? Yep. Sure. And if you want to tell your friends that you're participating in the crypto economy and the data economy,
management was the #1 focus point from a business perspective. The last thing we ever want is, someone's grandmother to purchase the hardware and have a risk involved with that. And so there's a couple of things we've done that are very unique to our model. #1 is we put together a risk protection program that actually protects your capital investment. This is an actual binder written by an insurance company, and it guarantees that if anything goes wrong in the lease model, you have the opportunity to actually get 100% of your capital back over time through the protection plan. And that's 100% included with the Apex. Additionally, internally in our model, one of the very unique things that we do is we take 80% of the profits, the net profits from the hardware that we generate from our data centers, and we reinvest it into more hardware. What we're doing is we're really leveraging, we're hedging the risk by growing the assets on the back end. And so ultimately what that means is at the end of 12 months, we have a 5-to-1 hardware ratio, where as a company, we have 5 assets that are operating to cover the lease responsibility of 1 asset. And so it's a huge protection. It means that if markets went way down, we're protected. We have a tremendous safe margin there. The third thing we've done is entered into a partnership with the largest data center company in North America, 438 megawatts of power. And we've been able to arrange a percentage-based cost of operations, which means if the markets go down, our OPEX goes down. If the markets goes up, we get to share in the win.
We've commoditized basically the cost, that the performance equals the pricing, and we've hedged it 5-to-1.
You got it.
And just so you understand at home, Marc, like he said, he's coding day and night, so he's doing all the dirty work, okay? Jeremy's out there proselytizing, telling everybody about it, and he's out there spreading the word that you need to know that there's an opportunity here. If you're not happy with your IRA, if you're not happy with your qualified investments, you can buy a piece of equipment, you get a serial number, you get an insurance policy on that piece of equipment, and for $15,000, you get $500 a month for the next 5 years, and at the end, you get your money back.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. It's an incredible situation. And, you know, one of the things that Marc has really done for us is maximizing the performance of the hardware. Yeah. The efficiency of the hardware. We're able to produce results at the lowest cost I've ever seen in the data space. We're able to acquire hardware. One of our intellectual properties is liquid immersion, a very dynamic technology where you can actually.
You're gonna hang around with us.
I'm gonna hang around.
You're gonna come back a little later on with Peter Allard.
Yes, sir.
I want to get into the liquid immersion.
Good.
I don't want to overtech them. Their eyes are bloodshot. But I want to thank you, Marc. Chao, thank you very much. Jeremy Roma is going to come back with us a little later on, and Peter Allard, the Director of Operations. And now, right after this, Lisa Johnson's going to be here. She's a spokesperson for this beautiful resort we're at right now, Showboat in Atlantic City. 2 minutes, back at you, more Liquid Lunch.